Good morning, y'all. It's a Sunday morning. Early, like 6 o'clock. 6 something. I only got about a mile in so far, so I figured I'll start talking now. There's nobody out here. Really, I've seen a few people, but it ain't crowded. And I got my cardio up already, my heart rate. Got it up good. So, I'm cool. Yeah, I wanted to say something about, I was talking to my next door neighbor. The new lady that moved in, I told you all about before. She's a new woman. I seen her when she first moved in. She gave me the air, gave her the air as if she was single. Then I seen her with a little boy. Then I seen a couple of guys. And then I said, oh, that's a family over there. So you gotta be prepared for that kind of stuff. And you guys know what I'm talking about with families and your neighbors, especially in an apartment complex. And you got neighbors and shit. You want to know what's going on all the time, especially with women. So I was like, well, here we go again, our new neighbor. That place has a quick turnover where I'm at. I've seen all of my neighbors change since I've been there. But there's this one white retarded guy. He's downstairs, like an apartment over from me. But he's on the first floor. I'm on the second floor. He's not under me. He's to the left apartment. He's the only one on that whole row. I guess it's about 10 apartments that hasn't changed since I've been there. He's the only one that hasn't changed. And he's a nut. Had a little bit of static with him from the beginning. I ignore crazy people. People that I know that's on meds and they like walking around like zombies and shit. I don't fuck with those people. Because they can play as crazy as they want. But once they bring that shit near me, he's done. I wouldn't really care. They can say whatever excuse they want. You won't have to worry about no meds no more. You don't have to worry about taking them. They'll probably be giving it to them intravenously through an IV. Or either they don't have to give them nothing at all. Because I don't care if you're a retard, crazy or not. Run at me trying to end me, I'm going to end you first. And that's that. People don't be that crazy. And if you are that crazy, you shouldn't be out in public. You shouldn't be housed around people that aren't, mentally disabled or whatever. You should be in a place where they can keep an eye on you to keep you from acting stupid by medicating you and doing whatever. That guy be having episodes and all that shit. You shouldn't be in public. You shouldn't be around people. And I don't care what anyone says. I'd rather live around a bunch of fucking junkies than to be around a mentally disordered motherfucker with taking dope too. And we got motherfuckers that mentally disordered and using street dope. then they're talking about, oh, no discrimination and yada, yada, yada. No, you gotta check that shit. Whatever's wrong, you gotta check it. And if you can't prove that you're check worthy and you can't check your shit, then you shouldn't be allowed in certain places. They do it. They say that no discrimination bullshit, but they do. You could have a criminal history and they won't let you inside of a place. That's discrimination. That's discrimination in itself. You have a criminal record and they can say, we can't let you in. So, but they can let a crazy person in. Good morning. How y'all doing today? Okay, you have a good day. Yeah, and they got mental discrimination, right? Wrong. A motherfucker could be as crazy as they want and they still let him in. He could come there with a caregiver. And they bring all this bullshit into the play. They bring all the bullshit into play. You understand? They bring all the bullshit into play. Oh, they show the social worker, this one, that one, whatever. We gonna move this crazy motherfucker in next door to you. You know? And you're supposed to show some kind of, well, automatically, you know, I look out for people like that, or people that are, I would say, weaker than me in whatever way they are, whichever way they are weaker than me. I look out for them. Just like I told his father. His son be acting a fool sometimes. And I told his father, I'll help him before I would hurt him. And I won't let nobody hurt him. So, but there's times he gets really indignant and disrespectful to people. If someone's going to step to him, then he's going to have a problem. That's going to be on him. But I ain't going to sit there and watch him, you know, get tore out of frame and shit. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there and watch that. I'm not going to sit there and watch him get tore out of frame. I'm going to look out for him. So I told his father that. So I keep an eye on him, like I always do. Yeah, one time I caught him fucking with my car. I knew he was doing something to my car. I just couldn't catch him. What he's doing, which is really stupid, he's like plucking my car. Then I noticed a bunch of pluck marks on the mirror, on the edge of the mirror. I was like, where is that shit coming from? Those, I just took it as maybe the birds are landing on it. And that's their little feet. Mira. Hello. I said overdue with the hat again. That guy. Always turn around like people see me what I'm doing. And half the time I don't even have the camera on. I don't even have the subject in the cam. I just be pointing that way in general. Because I really don't want people, a lot of people don't want to be recorded. Yeah, then you got the crazy man. One day I caught him. I had a witness with me too. Heard a loud sound like metal or plastic, or like a loud impact. And I looked, me and my guy was talking next door. He didn't see us. Because there's a deck that we were standing on. And you really can't see Actually, they really have no reason to be looking up in the air underneath someone's deck. But it's in the open. It's not enclosed stairwells. They're outside. We're in the Southwest. The stairwells are outside. And there's usually some kind of a deck. Wooden, like I guess 2-inch wooden boards that are like maybe, I guess, 6 inches wide. And he didn't see us. So when he walks out, he walks straight to my car. He came right out of his apartment. My car parked right directly in front of his apartment. Headlights facing his front window. And the walkway comes right there. And his father comes over. His father's parking spot is right there in front of his place. I'm a little bit to the right of his father. But if he looks out of his window, that main picture window, well, it's not a picture, it's a sliding window. When he looks out of there, he's going to see me. He's going to see my car. So when he opens up his door, when he opens up his window, peeks through his window, he sees my car. That's what he sees. So I don't know what got into this psychotic motherfucker's mind, but he started walking around my car, looking at my car. I don't know why crazy people do that shit. They look at it like it's a spaceship or something. It's paranoia or whatever, because the guy next door does the same shit to his own car. Two crazy motherfuckers. And I'm never going to be 100% comfortable any place I go. Even if it was quiet as a mouse. But I would feel better if they would keep these crazy motherfuckers in check. Better manage them. Yeah, he plucked my mirror. And then I was like, that's where the fuck that no... Because the guy, James, used to live next door. Now the lady lives there, that woman I was telling you about. He plucks my car. And James said, that guy said, fuck you. And I was like, man, little homie, you trying to get me in trouble now. Because he was like 19, 20 years old. I'd stick up for him all the time and let him know that he ain't, on his own by himself. I'm a good neighbor like that. And I was like, you see, you instigating that. Then I leaned over the rail and just was looking at him. So he turns around and he notices us. So I was something like, what's that about? Why are you touching my shit, basically? What you touching my shit for? So you the one putting those marks on my car. He was embarrassed. If anything, he was ashamed. He starts pacing around, back and forth. And I said, you heard me? And he goes, but I still got a New York sticker on my windshield. It's a registration. It expires in October of this year. So I'll scrape it off when it expires. Because I'm all AZ indoctrinated and shit. So I'm not a New York State resident anymore. So he was looking at that. And plus he was looking at my plates anyway. I didn't get those plates until last summer. And even though I was out here, I let all that shit expire. Because I wasn't officially an AZ guy, AZ resident. So I let it all expire and whatever. But he was looking at my plates and my stuff and my stickers. And I'm like, he says, why don't I go back? Why don't you go back where you came from? I said, what do you mean? What are you talking about? He was like, something about he don't want me in his neighborhood or some shit like that. I said, you touching my fucking car again, you're gonna see. You're gonna wish you never moved here, motherfucker. If I catch you touching my car again, you're gonna wish that you didn't fucking was in this neighborhood. You wasn't living in this fucking neighborhood. He goes, I'll have you arrested. I say, for what? For you fucking, for you vandalizing my car? Since I've been here? You gonna have me arrested for that? Let me catch you. And fuck you, man. Fucking retard. Then after that, I lost all of that, little bit of kindness in my heart towards mentally disabled, mental disordered people. Well, really him. Because I used to just act like he was normal. I try to treat him like a normal, a normal fucking neighbor, like a normal man. And all this time, in his fucked up head, he's looking at me like a nigga that shouldn't be in the neighborhood or some shit. So then I said, okay, it's not like there's no such thing as prejudice or racist fucking retards. That shit's in that's in their fucking DNA. When they talking that shit, that shit be in their DNA when it comes down to shit like that. So, he ain't said shit to me. I didn't say shit to him. He ain't say shit to me. I let a couple of neighbors know about that crazy motherfucker. A couple of new people that moved in. Let them know about the crazy guy. But when you see him anyway, you know something's wrong. One of those kind of people. As soon as you see the way he moved, his disposition, and his body language, you know that the motherfucker's sick in the head. Period. And it looks like he got some kind of like mean streak in him. So he's not a nice guy, or he never was a nice guy. Whatever he's disgruntled about or whatever. He be sitting in the ground right there like by my car. And he hangs out in his father's parking spot. Father doesn't live there. But the parking spot comes with the apartment. So when his father comes over to check in on him and bring him groceries and bring him his meds and all that, I see. That's when I knew that was a spot. Then, I ain't say nothing to him. Because I ain't say nothing to this guy. Fuck being nice to this dude. Just don't say anything. So I was doing it like that. And then when James moved out, I helped him move and clean up his apartment. Then the next people move in is that lady. She moved in about 3 weeks ago. So it'll be it's about, I talked to her, it's been like 3 weeks. Pushing a month. And she's a nice older, she still has some sex appeal left. She's a nice older, sexy lady. You know. I'm not gonna talk bad about her. Because she is a nice, older, sexy lady. I like her. She not bad. Oh shit, a bunch of fucking nails. I can't pick all these up. I can't take these with me. Yeah, somebody dropped the whole thing of fucking nails. I might be able to use these shits. There's a whole lot of them too. There's a whole bunch of them. Looks like a bag broke. I picked these up. Hey, look. It's gonna take about a minute to pick them up. And I gotta put them inside something. I don't know what these are, where all these nails came from. But they will cause flat tires. Plus I could probably use them. Yeah, these are all good nails. Wish I had a bag. Yeah, I tried to. I need a bag for these things. Yeah, somebody made a turn and they lost all of their, they lost a bunch of nails. Now I need to find a bag. Now I need to look in the garbage and find a bag. I might be able to use these nails to screw that deck down at the crib where I keep on complaining about. I gotta put let me go in the garbage bin. I got about a half a pound of nails, screws in my hand. If I was in New York, I would have found a bag a long time ago. And I'm holding this phone crooked and shit. I could put them in my pocket, but they're gonna poke me all on my leg. And actually all I really need is a bag. It's a bag to put them in. Like that. They even poking through the bag. But that's okay. Then I can find one of those plastic doodle bags. So now I gotta go walk. Fuck. Miles with this shit. So I don't be liking to pick shit up. Sometimes I leave some good shit behind. But this here could go with my tools and stuff. I'm gonna see if I could I'm gonna screw some of these down in the deck in strategic places. Because actually that's what these are. They're screw nails. Brass colored. So I got them in a bag now, see? See? Yeah, I sat there and sieved through all that shit. Plus all that's gonna do is cause a bunch of flat tires anyway. As soon as somebody turn that corner, the front wheel drive and kick those shits right up. I hope that this bag don't get soaked, but I'll probably find one of those doodle bags before that, plastic. Yeah, I couldn't let that go. The same thing happened before at the other exit around the corner. Not this exit or entrance, the other one. There was but they were scattered everywhere. And it was a busy part of the day. You could come off from the far lane like over here and make a right-hand turn into the Home Depot from the other side. And somebody had lost a bunch of shit over there. A couple of dirty meth heads over there. That's sad. You can see that she's a prostitute. A dirty one, too. Yeah, so like I was saying, back to the retards. Yeah, so I said to myself, like, fuck the fuck them. They could be racist too. They got no excuse. Because you learn it from your people. Fuck them too. I try to be friends with his pop. We speak and respect each other. And I told him about his son. Give him a forewarning before one of those niggas over there hands him his ass. So I didn't do him bad like that. I didn't do him bad. Then he got my other guy, he lives directly next door to me in the Edge apartment, and that woman, lives next door to me. Coming into the front door, she lives to the right. She's like kitty cornered in there, her front door, but her apartment spreads all the way to the right. Her picture windows on the other side of that corner railing. So she comes out of her door, it's a corner railing right there to her left, immediate left. That's where the deck ends. The same way where Dumbo is. Not the guy downstairs, the dude upstairs. Next to me. He's on the other end of the deck. So when he comes out of his door, the railing, the end railing is right on his immediate right when you're walking out. See what I mean? And I'm in the middle. So when the big goofy ass white dude comes out of his apartment, he's a retard too. He's got to walk along that deck right in front of me, my shit. Because he basically got to walk to the other end of the deck. So you can hear him coming and going every fucking time. And he stomps around on purpose at times. So I guess it depends on the mood he's in, or that's all up to his dumb ass. But you're supposed to respect your neighbors when it comes to things like stairs and slamming doors and loud music and fussing and fighting in the apartment and all that kind of shit. That's because I know that his frequency is low. Because he's a tall, skinny, light in the ass dude. He's probably about 6'1", about 6'2". You know. You can see his legs is done, but it's like my calves are bigger than his thighs and shit. It's a skinny motherfucker. And it's like my calves connected to his fucking ass bones. You can see how his pants fit him and the way he looks. And he's a fucking goofy looking dude with the big nose and the glasses. The big Jew nose. Because he says he's a Jew converted to Mormonism. I met him when he first came. Because at first appearance, he looks like he could possibly be like a swimmer, or maybe a surfer, or possible ball player maybe. Something athletic like that. You gotta be like long. He looked like that at first. And glasses be making motherfuckers look smart. But coming to find out, he's another racist fucking white boy. Everybody's racist to a certain degree. I don't care who you are. But you're going to prefer your own over others. That's racism right there. I don't prefer my own over others. And I'm still racist. My wife is white. My kid's a mulatto. One of them is a mulatto. And you hear how I'm talking about these goofy ass crazy white boys. So I don't care if you're talking about, oh, he's that way towards retards and disabled people and he's racist and yada 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 yada. Nah, you got me like totally wrong, because you're racist too. Everyone is. Okay, who's listening? You just sit back and think about it. Everybody is to a certain degree racist. Every fucking body. You can't blame black people and white people and all that, because your own people should come first. That makes you racist right there. You say my people's better than your people, you racist right there. Or you'll stick up for your own and fuck everybody else, you racist right there. So it's in the DNA, actually. It doesn't matter. You have to deal with certain things, that's all. It's just like bullying or anything else. Well, me, I'm a guy from the back the busing days, with the busing and stuff. And to be honest with you guys, I have be honest with you guys, from day one, with all the fighting and fussing and all that, keep niggas out of our school, bust them niggas back home and picket signs and all that shit. It didn't matter to me. Because I bully white boys. Always been. Even right now, even the guy downstairs, he's bullied. The dude next door, he's bullied. He got bullied. And I'm an older guy. But they know that I'll be out here doing my thing. And staying in shape. And lifting weights. And doing my cardio. And walking crazy miles and all that. And they see me. They can just size me up and look at me. They're going to say, nope. He's older. But I'm not going to even try and fight him. And I can fight. And I will fight. And I'm not afraid to fight. I'm not afraid to die. And I'll probably be like this until the day that I die. I'll probably be this way. This cop's been creeping around ever since they first saw me back at the like 2.5 miles ago, 3 miles ago. They came up alongside of me. It was 2 of them, and they went into like the property room, because there's a place on a couple of blocks away where there's a property room where people come out of jail. They go there to get their stuff. I guess it's cars. They be confiscating cars and all, whatever they do over there. You be seeing people standing around out there. Usually bummy looking people. You go there and get your stuff. Shit that's in that manila bag or that plastic bag, whatever they put it in, when they arrest your ass. Yeah, and yeah, everybody's racist to a certain extent. I love white people. I love white women. I love all women. There's some women and some races that I just don't like their features, the way they look, and the way they shape, or whatever. But there's beautiful women in all cultures and races and stuff. See, I married a crazy white girl. She's crazy. You see? So a motherfucker can't tell me that I'm prejudiced towards certain shit. She crazier than the bed bug. But she ain't crazy as those motherfuckers. Not like that kind of crazy. She's about that postpartum depression and anxiety, that type of stuff. But she's not like schizophrenic and bipolar and none of that bullshit. But she does what she does. I know that shit to get a check. I ain't fucking stupid. She do that shit for benefits. She not the working type. So I said, cool. I gotta look out for her. She don't need much because she's already basically taken care of her. And I said, and most of the money goes towards the rent. You know, she got us about $300 or $400 left over the rest of the month. And that's when you got to pay bills and do other shit. And you want a cell phone or cable or internet or some shit, you got to pay for all that shit. You know? So, I said, I'd get her back here to the States. She's Canadian. Get her back to the States and I let her know that, well, she's a weed head too. And I let her know that I may get you some weed once in a while, but I can't be out there walking in the streets in the Bronx trying to get you weed. So that never really came to pass. She never begged me about it. She never pressed me for it. So I know that she's strong inside. She's in there somewhere. She's strong. Because she didn't fuck with no weed for like a few years. And she was a straight up motherfucker that buy like quarter and half ounces at a time. I told her that she could drink beer. If she wanted to drink beer or alcohol, she could do that and smoke cigarettes. But I don't need no junkie in my house and around the kids and shit. Because that's what you become. Once you start needing anything like that. Yeah, she couldn't hold up any longer. And then she with me, she ain't need no meds and all that crazy shit. That shit's all game. She didn't need no meds. None of that. There goes motorcycles. And she didn't need no meds. Yeah, she didn't need no meds. Not when she's with me. As soon as she get back out there, she right back down there to that Canadian depression shit. I guess it's like any other drugs. Be around the same people, places and stuff. Your mindset's gonna go back there. You're gonna adapt back to the environment and go right back doing what you was doing. And that's what she did. Enough of her. Let's get back to the apartment complex. Yeah, so Dumbo, he has heavy feet to be so light in the ass. And I think that's the problem. You know, he's skinny and weak and shit. He don't play ball. He's not an athlete. He never did play ball. He's not the athletic type. He's not even a nerd. He's just a pussy-ass baby boy taken care of by his family in Jersey. I figure he's a Jersey dude. We could kick, we could chill. Maybe hang sometime. Until he started asking me, basically, am I in the life? And then I was like, what? That's what happened where I just came from and moved from the other guy. We had a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. I was giving him $500 a month. And he started the same bullshit. And I'm like, what's wrong with these people, man? These motherfuckers have been emasculated. And they talking about, they're thinking of trying to make men like girls are going to do so. And that's going to fuck up everything. Because when you get those kind of people, they don't protect, they don't provide. They don't protect, they don't provide. They don't protect or provide. When you get do that shit to many emasculate men and start saying that and start giving motherfuckers trophies for shit that they don't deserve. You know, like trying to take off the competitive edge, thinking that's going to even shit up. So they think that they emasculate men, that's going to do that, and trying to make men more like women. That fucks up the whole, and trying to do it by law. That fucks up the whole laws of nature. Nature's still going to take over. Nature's still going to rule. You can pass all the laws you want. Nature's still going to rule. So it really doesn't matter. You can emasculate men, tell men not to fight, give heavy sentences